Hello and welcome back to this course. In this session we are going to discuss about strings in C. So let's start. Now the way a group of integers can be stored in an integer array, similarly a group of characters can be stored in a character array, and character array are mainly called as strings. Now you will see the character array or string are used by programming languages to manipulate text such as words and sentences. A string constant is a one-dimensional array of characters terminated by a null character, that is \0. Okay, you can see here char name having the elements as H, A, E, S, L, E, R, and at the end we have \0. So the memory map is shown here. Like an integer array, the characters has been stored at the sequence of addresses, and here the addresses is incremented by 1 byte because each character will occupy a single byte value. Now the terminating null is important because it is the only way the function that work with the string can know where the string ends. That means if \0 is not added, then the function will not know that the character array has been ended. So we would use string very often and hence provide a shortcut for initializing string. So for example, the string used above can also be initialized as char name equal to the string added within double quotes. Okay, and here we don't need to declare the \0. So you can see the program to demonstrate the printing of a string. So we have a char array and these characters are written in double quotes. So int I equal to 0. So while I is less than equal to 7, we are printing the elements of this character array one by one. And so here is the output. So it's nothing new. Everything is similar as one-dimensional array. The difference is that here the array is of characters. Now we can write the while loop without using the final value 7 because we know that each character array always ends with a \0. So for example, while name of I is not equal to \0. So we can use this while to just print all the values. Okay. This program does not rely on the length of the string. Okay, so we don't need to mention the length of the string to print out its content, and hence is definitely more general than the earlier one. So in the earlier code we just compared that I is less than or equal to 7. Okay, but here we can just monitor the \0. Similarly, we can write the same code using pointers to access the array elements. So example is shown here in this code. So we have a char name having this name, that is Klinsmann, and we have a pointer to character. Okay, what we have done is we have stored the address of this array to the pointer variable. Okay, so while value at the address defined by pointer variable is not equal to \0, we can print the value by pointers variable. Okay, so basically as with the integer array, by mentioning the name of the array we get the base address. Same is here also. Okay, so the base address is stored in the variable ptr, that is using this line ptr equal to name. So once the base address is obtained in ptr, so value address at ptr would yield the value at this address. Okay, so which gets printed promptly through printf %c. Now %c is the format specifier for character data type, and we have the operator pointer ptr. Okay, so this is the value address. So this process is carried out till ptr doesn't point to the last character in the string, that is \0. Okay, now in fact the character array elements can be accessed exactly in the same way as the element of an integer array. The printf function has got a sweet and simple way of printing the string as printf %s comma name. Now here %s is the specifier for string data type and the name is the character array or simply string. Now we have the library functions for this string. Okay, so with every C compiler a large set of useful string handling library functions are provided. So here are the list of the more commonly used functions along with their purpose. Okay, so out of these list, the functions like strlen, strcpy, strcat, strcmp. These are the most commonly used function. Okay, so let's discuss one by one. strlen, what is this function? It finds the length of a string. strlwr, so it's convert a string to lowercase. Okay, similarly strupper, that means convert a string to uppercase. String cat, so it appends one string at the end of another. Okay, strncat, now append first n characters of a string at the end of another, so we can monitor the number of characters that need to be added. Okay, similarly there is string copy, that means copy a string into another. String n copy, that means copy first n characters of one string into another. String cmp, it compares the two strings whether the strings are equal or not. So again the strn compare, it compares the first n characters of two string. Next is string cmpi. Now I stands for ignoring the case. Okay, so the comparison of two string will be done without regard to case. Similarly strnicmp, that means comparing the first n characters of two string ignoring the case. Next is we have the function strdup, that is for duplicating a string. strchr, so basically it finds the first occurrence of a given character in a string. Let's say if you want to search e in hello, then this function will returns you the index number of e. Similarly string rchr, so find last occurrence of a given characters in a string. str, so find the first occurrence of a given string in another string. So we can find a piece of string that is subset of a main string. String set, though sets all characters of string to a given character. strnset, it set first n character of a string to a given character. And strrev, so it just reverse the string. So string functions allow two functions alternate to printf and scanf, that is put s and get s. Though scanf can be used to receive multi-word strings, but get s can do the same job in a cleaner way. Now both printf and put s can handle multi-word string. That's all for the overview of string. Now let's see an example how to declare a character array, or simply how to declare a string and print as the output. So let's jump to the code block window, create a new file and save this file. Okay, so here just create a new folder for string. Now open this folder and type example1.c. You can add comments, demonstration of string declaration and printing. Okay, so start by including the header file is stdio.h. Start the main function. Let's define the character array char name is equal to, within double quotes, Klinsmann semicolon. We have to define another variable int I equal to 0, while the name of I, that means the element of character array name, is not equal to \0. After starting the curly brackets, we can just printf the elements. Next thing is we need to increment the I and close the brackets. Okay, now build this code. You will see there is no any errors. Let's run this code. Okay, so you can see the output here. Klinsmann is printed here. So in this way we can declare a string and access the elements of that particular string. Okay, so in the next